The history is Mariangula. Mariangula was a cheerful and lovely girl, the daughter of one miner from Cayambe. He loved gossip and was amused by telling history to his friends to antagonize them. That's why they call it Metepleitos, the landslide or the Kalishina Guspi. Thus Mariangula grew up 16 years dedicated to making trouble with the lives of neighbors and never gave herself time to learn how to organize the house and prepare tasty meals. When Mariangula married, her problem began. On the first day, Manuel, her husband, asked him to prepare soup of bread with giblets, and Mariangula didn't know how to make it. Burning his hands with a wick of water and tallow. He lit on the charcoal and peeled the soup put on in with a little water, salt and color. But as he came, he didn't know what else to do. Maria remembered that Doña Mercedes, an excellent cook, lived in the house next door, and without thinking twice she ran to her. Neighbor, do you know how to prepare soup with bread? Of course, Doña Maria. You see throw 2 leaves in a cup of milk, then pile them in the broth, and before it boils, the giblets are added. That is all?
Yes, neighbor, I say Mariangula. It's so. It made the break so with Giblet. Then I knew it too. And saying this, he flew into the kitchen, not to forget the receipt. The next day, as her husband had asked for a locro of cuchicara, the store was repeated. Mrs. Mercedes, do you know how to prepare locro of cuchicara? Yes, neighbor. And has the previous time, as soon as his good friend gave her all the indication, Mariangula exclaimed, "Oh, it's so, it makes locro cuchicara, I also knew." And then she ran to his house to season it. As it happened every morning, Mrs. Mercedes got annoyed. Mariangula always came out with the same story. Ah, it's so. It's made seco de chivo. I knew it. It too. Ah, it's so make. Ají del brillo. I knew it too. So he wanted to give her a lesson, and the next day, Mrs. Mercedes. What do you want, Mrs. Marias? Nothing, Machito. My husband wished for the dinner a caldo de tripas with ponzoon, and that's easy, Mrs. Mercedes said. And before Marianne interrupted her, she continued, "You see, you go to the graveyard with a sharp knife, then you wait for the last death of the day, and without anyone saying it, you take out the guts in the bosom."
At home, you wash them and then cook them with water, salt, and onions, and when the soup has boiled for about 10 minutes, and a little peanut, and that it is this dish. Ah, she said, as always, Mariangula. If so, it's make caldo de tripas con punzú. I also knew it. And then she was waiting in the graveyard for the death of the day. When the graveyard was solitary, she went snaking up the chosen tomb. She removed the earth and covered the coffin, lifted the light, and there was the dreadful body. She wanted to flee, but the same fear stopped her, trembling. She had taken the knife and nailed it on twice 3 times on the belly of the dead. Desperately she tripped his ghost and ponzoon. Then she had been running back home, After recovering her calm, prepared that macabre dinner that, without knowing it, her husband had licking his fingers. That same night, while Mariangula and her husband slept in the neighborhood, they were slow. Mariangula woke with startled. The wind squeaked mysteriously in the windows, balancing them, while outside, the noise made her fright. Suddenly, down the stairs, Mariangula heard the crying of footsteps rising heavily to her room.
It was a laborious and resounding walk that stopped at her door. An eternal minute